Takes it off, the wrap. He cuts to the inside for 2, the 10,
Nice.
the 5, touchdown! So, and here they go. They're going to drop back. Mulman's going to throw it across the center. It's intercepted! Intercepted right there by the linebacker. Here we go. Hutchinson drops back, looks to the right. He's going to take it himself. He's going to walk into the end zone. Touchdown, Grizzlies! And welcome to Workman Stadium. Brian Erickson along with Jeff Ivey here for tonight's game. Jeff, the McMinnville Grizzlies, 2-1 on the season, going to host the Lake Oswego Lakers, also 2-1. Should be a game that really brings out, who's got best last, because these teams are pretty evenly matched up.
Well, they seem to be, Brian, on paper. McMinnville, of course, went on the road last week into a tough environment at Ridgeview over on the Redmond side of the state, and were able to come out of there with a 15-7 victory, their second in a row over a 5A school. And they were in a battle the whole game, and a couple of timely turnovers and some good defense ended up leading the way last week as Austin Rapp had a couple touchdowns to seal the victory, I guess you could say, but 15-7, you didn't seal a whole lot. But
right.
It's good that you're on a 2-game winning streak. Of course, on the other side of the field tonight, the Lake Oswego Lakers, there's a good coach over there, Brian, Steve Curry. He knows how to get it done, too. He's won state championships, as has Ty Tomlin. So 2 coaches with a lot of experience going up head-to-head to each other. It's going to be fun to watch and see what they have their teams doing tonight.
It will be fun. Last week, the Grizzlies pulled out a tough one at Ridgeview, 15-7, in a game where they looked like they dominated, but by the score, it was really close.
On paper, they surely did, outgaining Ridgeview and keeping the defense in there. But some turnovers, some very costly penalties. You remember they had about 100 yards in penalties last week, and you cannot have that happen against any team, let alone a 5A team on the road. They were able to overcome those, but they're going to have to work on improving in that area of the game tonight, Brian, and I look forward to seeing what kind of improvements they make with the mental aspects of the game. You can't do that against a Lake Oswego team that is going to come in here and be well coached themselves.
Lake Oswego last week lost 24-7 to a Mountainside team. That was a little bit shocking.
It was, but Mountainside's got a pretty good head coach too, a winner at the 5A level, and
Right.
Mr. Mannion leaving Silverton last year, the year before, to come out to the new school in Beaverton area, and he's got them on a roll. I think they're 3-0 or 4-0 right now in the season. So Lake Oswego's had a pretty tough schedule themselves, so it's not like they've been playing patty cake teams at all. And it's going to be one of those things, like I say, where both coaches are going to have a game plan that they want to have the kids execute, and the kids just need to execute them to have chances to win.
Yes, we are. Hey, a pregame pizza provided by Giraldi's Pizza. Great as always. As we get ready to take a break here, we've got high school football coming up here on YamHillToday.com. Don't go away.
Caring creates healthier lives and healthier communities. And when you need health care, we're here for you, providing medical expertise with a human touch, right here at home, whenever you may need us. From welcoming newborns into the world to life-changing surgeries, routine health screenings to life-saving emergency care, we're here to provide compassionate, high-quality health care to you and your loved ones. From the routine to the unforeseen, we're here for you.
At Willamette Valley Orthopedics and Sports Medicine, their orthopedic surgeons specialize in diagnosing, preventing, and treating disorders and injuries that affect muscles, tendons, nerves, ligaments, bones, joints, and other connective tissues. Willamette Valley Orthopedics and Sports Medicine strive to give you the highest quality of care with the most up-to-date orthopedic surgical techniques and non-operative treatments to help you get back into doing the things you enjoy. Their goal is to help you live your life to the fullest. Give them a call at 503-435-4520. Willamette Valley Orthopedics and Sports Medicine. If you are looking for a financial advisor located here in McMinnville, Bethany A. Blinn has you covered. She has a holistic approach and understands what is most important to you, using an established process to build personalized strategies and partnering with you throughout your life to help keep you on track. Her investment philosophy is a long-term approach with an emphasis on quality, durability, historical context, and common sense. Give Bethany at Edward Jones a call at 503-472-0555. And go Grizzlies! Welcome back here. Brian Erickson along with Jeff Ivey as we have come back here to start tonight's game. And Jeff, another beautiful night for football in, what is it, the second day of fall, first day of fall?
Second.
Second, I don't know.
It kind of started halfway through yesterday, so a day and a half, whatever it is. It is a beautiful night, Brian. 4 weeks in a row we've had fantastic weather for football, which you'd hope for in September.
Right.
And it's going to be weather really shouldn't be a factor. Wind blowing a little bit from the north to the south. The flags are moving just a little bit, so it's not horrible, but it's a perfect night. And if you can come on out to watch the game, get on out here because you're going to have a great night watching some quality high school football.
As we said, both teams coming here 2-1, and if you look at the rankings, which really mean nothing at this point of the season, the way they do it, McMinnville's ranked 24, and Lake Oswego is ranked 16, I should say. So that's kind of what they have going, and but it means nothing.
Well, it does. You're right, but if the playoffs were to start tonight,
playoffs,
Lake Oswego gets that daunted number 16 position in the upper half of the championship bracket, whatever they're calling it, and McMinnville would be squarely in the middle of the lower bracket for the playoffs. So, it's kind of like pick your poison. Do you want to be number 16 going against number 1, or do you want to be number 17 going against 32? But one of them really gets to go for a statewide championship. The other gets a trophy, and thank you very much for playing.
And they've changed that. We'll talk about that more, of course. But used to be 32 teams got into it. Now they're taking it down to 16, and then they're having the consolation prize. But it's just a different change, trying to take away some of those blowouts in that first game.
I am all about getting.
We've been to a few of those,
and it's how demoralizing for a team that is 32 in the state, and they're going to go up and play Central Catholic, Tigard. Wesleyan, Jesuit, Sheldon, whoever the number one team, all those powerhouses.
Normal.
Those normal powerhouses. Even a West Salem sometime. If you're number 3 seed, you get to go up and play them. So it's tough, certainly. And so, hopefully you get a little bit more competitive games in those first rounds.
Well, you talk about Salem schools, and we're going to talk about what's going on tonight. South Salem taking on a South Medford team. So that'll be interesting.
Part of their league.
I don't even know anymore. It's kind of crazy. There are a lot of games going on tonight. We'll talk about some of those. We'll give you some halftime scores as well. I know, let's see, a couple games last night as well. West Salem's taking on Grants Pass. North Salem at North Medford. Interesting to see how the Vikings come out after some injuries.
Yes.
Of course, they lost their running back, or is there?
Yes, it was their running back. Okay. And I don't know if he's back this week, but he was taken off in a cart towards the end of the game last week. So we hope everything's okay with him because he's a big-time college recruit, getting a lot of ACC, Clemson-type teams interested in having him come and be a running back for them. But, it's a weird year. West Salem 0-3. You think about some of those the typical powerhouses in that what used to be called the Valley Conference, I guess. And last night Sherwood in this conference, the Pacific Conference, gets blown out by Jesuit, held to 0 points last night. Sherwood was one of my preseason favorites to win the league, Brian. So they can't even put up a point on Jesuit. So it just shows you how competitive high school football can be and how non-competitive it can be at times. It kind of depends on the athletes that you have coming up through your system.
It is true. Very interesting. And we'll have scores for you at halftime. Talk about that. Also want to remind you, we had the pregame pizza from Giraldi's. And once again, can't beat it, Jeff. Great pizza.
Oh, my word. I'll give you the first score of the night. It's a 1A game. It's a 1A game. It's a baseball game. It was Adrian 2, Wallowa nothing.
Oh, Adrian. So
not a lot of other scores coming in yet. We got let's see here. Maybe Yeah, that's football scores. Okay, and we're just going to go there, and we're going to go tonight and all classes. Okay, yep,
All right.
first score in.
There you go.
So, other games.
We had some games, you said last night.
Yeah.
And some big games, too. And part of that, too, comes down to officials.
It does. That's the lack of officials. Man, I've heard some officials doing 3-4 games a week.
Yeah.
Doing a
Thursday, Friday,
night,
Saturday.
Doing a Thursday night. And some of them even doing a JV and a varsity Thursday,
Wow.
then a Friday, and then a Saturday. They hats off to the officials. I razz them, but hats off to the officials because they've got a tough job. And looks like Lake Oswego is going to start with the ball here first tonight, Brian.
Yes, they are. The Grizzlies are going to be in their home red uniforms here tonight as they get ready. The red pants, red jerseys, red helmet. As we're going to have Taru getting ready to kick off for the Grizzlies. And here is the kick, and it's going to be a pretty good kick. And taking about the 15-yard line, goes across the 20,
nice.
Hit the 25, and down there. And good special teams there by McMinnville. And now, Jeff, we'll see how the defense reacts. And really, in a Lake Oswego team that not sure what they'll come out. Usually they throw the ball. They've thrown it a couple times this year, stymied a little bit of offense last week.
They were, and it's going to be interesting to see what they put up against this defense. And, of course, defense led by the sophomore in the middle, Brian, the linebacker, Landon Fay. He's been Mr. Everything for McMinnville. Had a pick last week. Let's see if he can lead the charge here tonight.
All right.
In at quarterback for Lake Oswego is Max Browner.
Already is Browner is going to be in shotgun formation. He's got two backs to back there, and he's going to hand it off to the one on the right. And going to go on the left side, going to get across the 30 for a couple yards, and that's Caleb Cagnoni, the senior. And Jeff, looks like we're going to see a little bit of option here tonight.
Yep, and that was just give it to the guy in the backfield, let him pick up 2 yards off the left side.
So they look over to the sideline, and you've got Lake Oswego in their white uniforms, black pants, and or dark blue, I should say, or whatever their blue is, and their blue helmets.
But what's really nice is the numbers are easy to read on those white shirts.
Yes, they are. And here is a little pass is incomplete. And that was intended for Cagnoni. They're going to look to get the ball in his hands quite a bit here tonight. Unfortunately, Browner just kind of let him a little too much.
He did, and he had some room out there, and he got the ball up a little bit higher. Big third down here for the offense already in this game, Brian.
They are going to take their time over there and get the signal from the sideline. Trips here on the near side. He's going to drop back. He's going to look. He's going to throw here, and it's up the middle, and it is caught. But no, it's not caught. It is hit and incomplete, and the ball was knocked out. Good job there defensively.
Gabe Blanco with the big hit. Initially, he had the ball caught, Brian, but he had a big driving through the back of the wide receiver to make a hit and had to drop the ball there, Brian. And Lakers in some sort of go-for-it position here. They'll probably back out into a punt formation is my guess. I can't believe they would go for it. 4th and 8 from their own 30. But
Browner is going to back up, and he's going to kick it off, and it's going to be a quick kick. He's going to get it off, and it's going to be a good kick, but it's going to take a Grizzly bounce at the 34 and then bounce back to the 36, and that's where McMinnville will have it. They almost flipped the field there.
Yeah. That was weird, though, because when he went to punt it, I thought he was going to kick it right into the back of the up back, the protector, because he only went back about 1.5 yards past that up back.
Right.
But
good
start on defense for McMinnville, limiting the 3 and out.
I think the key, Jeff, tonight will be the Grizzlies looking to get Rapp into motion, get him the ball, get him running.
Sure. Absolutely.
All righty. They got Austin in the backfield. I believe that's also Nick Gibson back there with him. Kane Sullivan, shotgun formation. They're going to show blitz, and they are going to keep it. And Cole Sullivan's going to run it up. You're right. Goes across the 40. Picks up about 4 yards there. And, Jeff, all day long, if they leave that open.
Yeah, that was a great read by Kane. The cornerback here on the near side went out with Rapp to the side, and so he cut it up inside and picked up the 4 yards that were on the play. Good decisive decision there. No hesitation.
10:34 to go here in the first quarter. We've just started. Glad to have you here in Yamhill today. Trips over on the far side for the Grizzlies. Sullivan's got Rapp in the backfield. He's going to pitch it to Rapp. He's going to roll in, kind of cut it up the middle, and really nothing there. He may have got back to the line of scrimmage at the 40, and that's about it. Going to bring up third down.
Yeah, a little tentative there when Rapp got the ball. He kind of did the little stutter stepping, and that's not going to usually get you down the field very quick. And that pursuing defense of Lake Oswego able to flow to the ball and keep it to a no gain there. 3rd and 6 now. Just under 10 minutes to go here in the first quarter, Brian. I don't want to say a big down here early in the game, but, just keep the drive going here.
There you go. They're always big. Here they go. Sullivan's going to drop back. He's going to throw across the middle, and he overthrows the intended receiver, and it goes incomplete. That was a Yoakum who he tried to get it to, just overthrew him.
Well, I can tell you what Lake Oswego's doing on that first drive by, and they're daring McMinnville to try and pass to win this game. There were 10 guys within 4.5 yards of the line of scrimmage, and the 11th guy was within 5.5 yards of the line of scrimmage. So that tells me they're looking to stop the run and put the onus on Kane Sullivan tonight to be accurate and to get the job done in the passing game.
All righty, they're going to bring up 4th down.
Everybody point at who you're blocking. I like that.
You just got to make sure.
It's communication, man.
It is. Here is the kick, and it is going to be a bad one. It's going to go up, barely get across midfield, and that's about it. And may have gone off the side of his foot.
That's what I think.
I believe that was Yoakum with the punt there.
13-yard on the punt.
Yeah, it's a tough one. And that will give them a good field position now, them being the Lakers of Lake Oswego with 9:34 to go in the first quarter.
Kind of a feeling out there drive for both teams. Nobody really wanting to take control of the game early.
Well, let's see how this changes now. Just kind of get to know each other a little bit, right?
Yep.
All righty. 3 receivers here on the near side. And shotgun formation. We'll see a lot of that tonight. Here's going to be a handoff to the big tailback and to go forward. And he just kind of barreled his way through. And it's funny, Jeff, that's Calvin Macy, the senior, who looked much bigger on that this drive so far. Yes. He did in the first one. He just kind of ran over players, picked up 7.5, almost 8 yards. I almost call it 7, as we do have an injured Grizzly on the field.
Didn't see what happened there, Brian, on the injury, but that was just a straight-ahead run. And Macy, like you say, is a pretty good size back. He didn't see the ball in that first drive, but you'd probably expect him to see more after a 7-yard gain like that. You are correct. Well, we're going to go ahead and take a break with 9:23 to go in the first quarter. No score, Grizzlies and the Lakers. We'll be back after this timeout.
This season's broadcast here on Yamhill Today is brought to you by the 200 Club. Thank you to the 200 Club for their support of Grizzly football right here. As we come back here, Brian Erickson along with Jeff Ivey. David Manriquez also in the house here tonight. He's doing the important work over here, getting us situated. As we get ready, 9:23 to go, back to action. And coming off the field, Jeff, hopefully going to be okay, is Jesse Jones Nguyen again.
I thought that was Nguyen. Nope.
And we've got
penalty, a false start, it looks like, on the far side. End or the wide receiver on that far side. So McMinnville's going to be thankful for that 5 yards.
Bring it on back. Interesting to get a lot of those. We've had a lot throughout this year, and usually the penalties have gone to the Grizzlies so far this season.
Especially those procedure ones, those offside. And I was going to say on that last play, I thought the end for McMinnville, I believe that was Austin Weeks was a little bit offsides, but the official didn't call it.
Here we go. Here's a little wheel route here.
Nice
He's
play.
going to be taken down right there at the 47-yard line. Coming up there with a huge hit was Austin Weeks.
What a great play. That was that swing pass they tried, Brian, on the second play of the game out to Caleb Cagnoni. And, Weeks read that one beautifully. That's all I can say about that.
Well, there's not much more because Austin did all the talking down there, didn't he? Good play there. You're going to need to see a lot more of that. And coming off the field was the receiver there, Cagnoni, and He's going to come out there. He may have been shaken up a little bit.
It's an awkward tackle.
Third
down. Yep.
Third down and 11. Here we go. Drop back, looking to the left. I'm going to throw to the left. A scary pass.
Guess who?
Yeah, Mr. Weeks.
Wow.
Mr. Weeks just knocked him into next month there with a huge tackle behind the line. Oh, they're going to give him back to the original line of scrimmage, but Weeks is pumped up, and rightfully so, as here come the Lakers right away at 4th and 11. They're coming out, showing they're going to go for it very quickly while the Grizzlies are celebrating. But I could see him dropping off and maybe do another punt here, and he's telling the team what he's going to do now. Bronner is dropping back to punt now.
Ooh.
And not a good snap. He had some room, too. And here we go, and it's going to bounce at about the 22-yard line. So pretty good punt there, and no return. And, Jeff, here we go with 7:36 to go. It's not the game we expected, but we'll take it.
Yeah, they're actually going to mark it out at the 27. So nice job there. Just a 26-yard punt. And McMinnville, again, with pretty decent field position and not much time, again, taken off the clock there by Lake Oswego. Just about 2 minutes off the clock.
You mentioned earlier there's kind of feeling each other out, trying to get the grasp of this game, and you thought it'd be a lot more action in the air, but they've gone just to the sidelines pretty much with all their passes, Lake Oswego.
Yep.
All right, 7:36 to go. No score here in the first quarter. Here we go, looking here, and it's going to be a throw across the middle, and it's short. It just could not get it there, and I'm not sure what happened, Jeff, but that was Tyler Mishler who got there, and I guess the pressure did get to him.
Pressure right up the middle, Brian, and it's hard to throw when you got two guys barreling in on you. It's hard to step through, and I think that's why that ball came up a little bit short, and when I say a little, about 5 yards short for Sullivan there. But you saw when he dropped back to pass, they brought a lot of pressure. So, again, they're going to try and make Sullivan beat you tonight.
All right, he's trying to come up here now. 2nd down and 10. Sullivan, shotgun formation. Hand it off to Rapp, and Rapp's going to be taken down immediately. Mm-hmm. Too easy as the lineman just went there, reached out, and took him down. That's Hunter Kavanaugh with the tackle, I do believe, coming out of that linebacker position. And it's going to bring up 3rd down and 10 now. And kind of stymied now so far. That
defensive front is a lot bigger and a lot quicker than Ridgeview and Forest Grove.
Right.
We saw McMinnville have trouble with Farrington from Hawaii with a bigger front. They weren't maybe this quick, but these guys are getting off the blocks quick and getting into those lanes, keeping Rapp under wraps.
Sullivan, shotgun formation. He's going to roll out a little bit. He's going to look. He's pressured. He's going to throw on the far side, and it's going to be incomplete. And there is flags all over. And I think they may have got away with one there, Jeff, because that ball was not thrown very well.
That was not thrown very well. I question whether that ball was catchable, even if it was thrown well and had there not been any contact. But, you know, they're going to get the 15-yard penalty on that one and pick up the first down of the game for either team.
Pass interference. They are going to move it back, or move it forward, I should say. And then it's going to be 1st down with 6:46 to go for McMinnville. And let's see. Should be on the 42, right?
42, yep.
That's where they mark it. In business now.
In business. Well, it's not a 3 and out.
That is true. We will take that. But watch, Jeff, the pressure coming on the inside. Yep. You are right. They are going after Sullivan, though. They come up early. They're going to do a little swing pass out here. It's going to be caught. And Gibson's going to go and get near midfield, but back to the 48-yard line. And you pick up about 6 or 7 there. Mark on the 49-yard line. We'll take that. Nice job there. And they're going to have to do a lot more of that, Jeff, to take away that interior pressure.
100% agree, Brian, and that was that swing pass play that Lake Oswego ran on their last 2 possessions. So get the ball out wide, neutralize those guys up the middle. And you see those guys. We don't have the weights or the heights of these guys right there in the middle of the field for Lake Oswego, but they're dudes.
Yes,
they're big
they
dudes.
are. Sullivan has 3 receivers on the far side. Hand off to Rapp right up the middle, and he is going to go forward. He should have enough for a first down. He does, and a 1st down Grizzlies as he gets into the Laker territory. They're marked at the 47-yard line.
Yep. That was a good hard run, Brian. You saw the run blitz coming from those 2 linebackers in the middle of the field. And Rapp able to go inside of where those blitzes occurred to pick up the 4 yards and the first down.
I don't know, Jeff. Is it something you try to wear out the interior line, or I don't know. These guys look pretty big.
They're quick. You watch.
Yeah.
They're right into the gap. You see them floating into those gaps right there, Brian.
Look for Rapp. He's going to try to take it to the outside, and the flag comes flying in. Not before he gets inside the 45. Probably going to be a hold against the Grizzlies.
I think you're 100% correct on that one. Hold or block in the back, one of the two.
Yeah. David was giving me signals, so that's the only reason I knew. Otherwise, I'd
see it? He saw it? Yeah. He's like, okay, he's got the holding signal, and it was. So negate that run. First penalty of the game tonight for McMinnville. Bring up 1st and 20, I do believe.
You know, if we get this quarter going by a little bit quicker, we might get another piece of Giraldi's pizza. Just saying.
I've already had like 3.
I want to thank.
I'm pleasantly satisfied.
I want to thank them for providing the pregame pizza once again here on EM Hill today. Giraldi's Pizza. Head on over there and say, "Hey, I saw them on EM Hill today." Tell them that Brian and Jeff sent you. There we go. 5:15 now and counting. Sullivan. Shotgun formation. He's going to throw it. He's going to look to the right, going to look to the left. He's going to keep it, now go forward. He's going to be taken down, sacked. Too easy there, and Sullivan just tried to make something out of nothing, and that's Luciano Lopez coming in with the getting credit with this sack. Only a sophomore, but he'll be able to remember that one.
Yeah, he made the play there. Going the wrong direction right now.
Yeah, they really are. You know, you had almost a bailout with the pass interference, and now you got to make something happen. But defensively, Lake Oswego is making some plays.
One thing I will say is McMinnville's taking some time off the clock on this drive. He's taken off about 3 minutes off the clock, which is keeping Lake Oswego's offense off the field.
Rapp gets it. He drops the ball onto the turf, and Lake Oswego says they have it, and signal is they do.
First fumble of the year for Rapp.
It looks like a good handoff, and just didn't drop it. Just dropped it, and unfortunately, it's going to be deep in their territory.
Way deep in their territory. Where are they going to put the ball down? At the 38-yard line? That's too bad.
Well, you're going to have to ask your defense to step up again with 4:26 left to go here in the first quarter. No score. Lakers and the Grizzlies. Here we go. Shotgun formation for Bronner. He's going to get his guy in motion. He's going to hand it off to the big back. He's going to break through, and he's just going to still on his feet. Breaks one tackle, second tackle, and then gets flung down finally, but not before he gets to the 23, 22-yard line. Pickup of, 15, 16 there, and another strong run there by the Lakers, and that is Macy, who Jeff, he's going to get it again. Here he comes. He's going to go to the right side. He's going. He's just going to keep moving his legs and keep going forward. He picks up another 9-10 yards.
Wow, and half of that was backpedaling.
Yeah. When you got those long legs, it makes it easy, I guess, right?
It does.
3:53 and counting. Lakers are threatening now. And I'd be surprised if anybody but Macy gets the ball here again. Grizzlies are going to try to tighten up that inside. Here we go. Here goes Macy right up the middle. Breaks off one tackle, a second tackle, third tackle. Just driving a pile near the end zone. And he's going to get inside the 5 to the 4-yard line. And we're going to see a steady diet of that, I think, tonight.
Well, he bounced off of one of the, I'm not sure who it was, what linebacker that was, but he just bounced off of him and kept going, driving down inside the 4-yard line. Brings up, is that 2nd and 2-ish? Something like that. Looks like about from this angle.
Well, if anybody in the house thinks Macy's not going to get it, raise your hand now as Macy is back there. Here it goes. Guess who? Right up the middle. Breaks through into the end zone. Touchdown, Lakers.
Wasn't even touched.
No. And they knew, everybody knew he's going right up the middle, right?
Yep.
And just like that, Macy on that drive just single-handedly just kind of ran up the middle thanks to his linemen opening some huge holes.
Huge holes. Yeah, you don't go untouched if the linemen aren't doing their job, and they did on that minute and 29-second drive, Brian.
Well, you like it when your linemen are also your kickers, as Mencken comes on, and Mark Mencken to kick the extra point, number 67. And here's the snap. It's okay. The kick is up, and the kick is good. So, with 2:57 left to go in the first quarter, the Lakers strike first. They lead on top of the Grizzlies 7-0. Don't go away. You're watching McMinnville Grizzly football here on YamhillToday.com. Andrew Physical Therapy, Orthopedic and Sports Rehab wants to see you make a full and quick recovery so that you can get back into life and the things that you like to do. Their friendly staff will listen and encourage and guide you through each step of the rehabilitation process. From low back pain to post-surgical rehabilitation after a shoulder surgery or knee replacement, they are here to help. They also offer treatment for sports injuries and hands-on personal training for those who want to perform at their athletic best. Andrew Physical Therapy, Orthopedic, and Sports Rehab. Give them a call at 503-435-1900. As we come back, there's the kick, and the run back goes across the 20-25 and down near the 30-yard line. And that's where the Grizzlies will have it, Jeff, once again. Hopefully now trying to put some points up on the scoreboard.
Yeah, we have 2 drives. They've gotten 10 total yards, Brian. So
wow.
You got to get a little momentum here. You've played 9 plays, 10 yards, 1.1 yard per play. Not going to win many ball games doing that.
No.
But it's early. It's early. Let's see what McMinnville can do here. I watched the body language a little bit, and there's not that pep that they had last week so far, but
yeah.
That fumble can certainly take things out of, take the wind out of you for a little bit. So I'd like to see McMinnville come back here.
Sullivan pitches it to Rapp. First thing, smart play. Get it right back into the guy who had the fumble. And he is stopped, though, maybe 1.5 yards, maybe 2 yards. And doing a good job of getting there is Jack Knapp for the Lakers. And Jeff, I think they're gonna have to have Rapp have a big game.
Yep.
And you're gonna have to keep going to him, but you're also gonna have to make some blocks in there.
Yep. And we need to see him bust one of those big plays. He's got 4 yards on 5 carries right now.
Wow.
So, he's had 3 games over 100 yards, and I'd like to see him get up over 100. Let me just say that.
All righty, here we go. 2 receivers on each side for Sullivan. Gibson in motion, going to the far side. As you see, he's going to throw it to Gibson. He's going to go, and a little screen there. Breaks 1 tackle, and maybe gets a second. Does a good job. Gets a nice gain there of about 4 or 5 yards. Gets to about the 38-yard line. Maybe 38 as they go backwards. And it's going to bring up, short down, 3rd and short. 3rd and 2 as they got to get to the 40-yard line. We're hitting with the 1:42 mark here to go in the first quarter. Lakers lead 7-0. You mentioned earlier, Jeff, they're taking some time off the clock, trying to shorten this game a little bit.
I think so.
Here we go.
Smart.
I agree with that. Here we go.
Oh.
And we have a miscommunication, and Sullivan's just going to have to take it himself, and I don't think he's going to get
I
it.
think he's a half yard short the way that referee on the far side's coming in. But, that looked like somebody went the wrong way in the backfield. I'm not sure who it was. Sullivan's kind of tapping his chest and head like that was my fault. So.
Rapp kind of had his hand out like, what were you thinking, buddy? So I think you're right there. And that's going to bring 4th and 1. This will be an interesting play call. They're not going to think too long about it. They're going to get the punting team out there.
Yeah, you can't give another short field to Lake Oswego like he did last go-around, Brian, because it only took 4 plays for him to punch it into the end zone.
All righty, as they will punt the ball. They are taking some more time off the clock, down to 44 seconds. And we've got a flag now. Maybe took too much time there, delay a game.
Seemed
Seemed to go pretty quickly,
I
didn't
thought
it?
so. But just me.
Didn't see the hand go up back here.
I was not watching, but that seemed quick. That seemed like a quick 25 from when the whistle blew.
And, okay, they're going to move it back. We're punting around the 25, 26-yard line. Yeah, we'll figure it out eventually, right? Mm-hmm. No, doubt it. Here we go. Nice long term, and he gets it. It's not going to be a good one, though. It takes a Grizzly bounce, however, and fortunately, as it hits about the 47 and then bounces into about the 37, 38-yard line, and that's where Lake Oswego will take over with 33 seconds to go here in the first quarter, leading 7-0.
Well,
interesting so far. Interesting start. Both teams just kind of quietly in their offense.
Feeling each other out, like we said.
And now I think, I think Lake Oswego is thinking, we've seen a couple of things we can try to exploit.
Yep.
All righty.
Already their fourth possession of the first quarter.
That's crazy. How often do you get 4 possessions in a quarter?
Not very often at high school level. At any level, for that matter.
That's true. And handoff Macy. Macy's going to try to find a hole. He's going to come back the other way and go to the right side. And he's going to go forward for about 4.5 yards or so. Gets to about the 43-yard line. And really, Jeff, nowhere for him to go. So he just kind of pulled it out backwards and went to the right side and picked up about 3.5 yards, 4 yards.
Tough running there. It looks like Lake Oswego's going to be happy to go end the quarter as they all head over to the sideline with 7 seconds still left on the clock.
You are correct. We'll take the timeout as well. After one quarter, it's Lake Oswego 7, McMinnville nothing. You're listening and watching high school football here on YamHillToday.com. Don't go away. We'll be right back.
McMinnville Les Schwab is a proud sponsor of Grizzly football on Yamhill Today. When you shop at Les Schwab, they promise you the best tire value. This means you get free peace of mind protection and free lifetime tire and mileage care included in your purchase. McMinnville Les Schwab. They want to be the neighbor down the street you know and trust. We thank McMinnville Les Schwab for their support of McMinnville Grizzly football.
At Willamette Valley Orthopedics and Sports Medicine, their orthopedic surgeons specialize in diagnosing, preventing, and treating disorders and injuries that affect muscles, tendons, nerves, ligaments, bones, joints, and other connective tissues. Willamette Valley Orthopedics and Sports Medicine strive to give you the highest quality of care with the most up-to-date orthopedic surgical techniques and non-operative treatments to help you get back into doing the things you enjoy. Their goal is to help you live your life to the fullest. Give them a call at 503-435-4520. Willamette Valley Orthopedics and Sports Medicine. As we come back here to start the second quarter, and Browner's going to keep it. He's going to go up the middle, and he's going to fight his way for close to a first down.
Actually, a new quarterback in there, Liam Davis, Brian. The sophomore came in to run that.
That was
play.
quick.
Yeah. I just saw that get up. I'm like, that's a double-digit number.
Interesting they would do that here.
Maybe they platoon things, and yeah, he's staying in. So
yeah,
maybe
you're
they run
right.
2 quarterbacks.
You're right, the sophomore.
Pick up a 5.
He is, they don't have their heights and weights on here, but he is tall. He is taller than the other quarterback, Browner. And Browner on the sideline looks like he's okay. It's just maybe what they do. Like you said, platoon. Hand it off, and they're going to throw. They're going to have one of their backs throw it. He's going to have a guy wide open. He's going to catch it, walk into the end zone, touchdown. Too easy. Halfback pass there was that Stevie Mooney who threw it to Ethan Park, and Park was wide open, and Grizzlies bit on it and got burned.
52 yards on the touchdown. Nobody was within 20 yards of Ethan Park on that play. And, you mentioned that was thrown by Stevie Mooney on the knot.
Yeah.
And really just too easy there for McMinnville. For Lake Oswego. Not bad to be the third-string quarterback, come in, throw one pass, and get a touchdown.
You lead the team right now in passing.
Yep.
As Mencken coming on once again to kick the extra point, and the extra point is up and good. And just like that, Jeff, the Lakers are on top by a score of 14-0. And, hopefully the Grizzlies can come back, and we'll be back right after this Timeout. If you are looking for a financial advisor located here in McMinnville, Bethany A. Blinn has you covered. She has a holistic approach and understands what is most important to you, using an established process to build personalized strategies and partnering with you throughout your life to help keep you on track. Her investment philosophy is a long-term approach with an emphasis on quality, durability, historical context, and common sense. Give Bethany at Edward Jones a call at 503-472-0555. And go Grizzlies! All right, as we come back, here is the kick after the touchdown by the Lakers. And going off to the left side, going to be near the sideline. And a nice run back there by McMinnville.
That's a good answer.
Yeah, trying to see who that was.
I think it was Blanco.
Blanco?
Yep.
I guess the 36, and that's a good start for McMinnville, Jeff, and that's what they need to do is they are trailing by 14 now. They need to get something going here offensively.
Yes, they do, Brian. They've been stymied. They have totally been stymied, outgained in the game so far, 106-19. We're just barely into the second quarter here. And let's see what McMinnville decides they want to do here. Going to have that two backs in the backfield with Sullivan, Gibson, and Rapp.
1st and 10. 11:05 to go here in the second quarter. Handoff goes to Rapp. Rapp's going to be stymied at the line of scrimmage. Thought he was going to maybe break through there, but you had three defenders coming up there and making the tackle. The first one, I believe there was Lopez, and no gain.
You can see those defensive line pinching into the gaps, Brian, which are closing incredibly quickly. Last 2 weeks, Rapp has had his way going up the middle and through those gaps. Well, a little bit of difference in speed and size tonight, and he's getting a rude awakening running in the middle of the field anyways.
2nd down and 10 now. Sullivan shotgun formation. Here come the Lakers. They are showing blitz. Sullivan drops back. He looks. He takes it here on the near side. He is caught, and then huge hit right here. The reception was made by Mishler, but greeting Mishler was Colin Best. And, well, I would say Mishler thinks this is worse because he comes up with a huge hit, but they do give him credit for, a reception to the 41-yard line.
5 yards on the play. That's a pretty generous spot, I thought. But, hey, you know what? He heard the footsteps coming. Great job of concentrating by Mishler to make that play.
I think everybody heard the footsteps. You could see that developing from a mile away, couldn't you?
Absolutely.
9:45 to go here in the second quarter. Two receivers on the far side for the Grizzlies. Sullivan taking his time. 3rd down now. He's going to drop back. He's going to look to the left. He's going to throw the left. Throws a little high and kind of in the middle to nobody over on the far side as the ball goes incomplete. But we do have a whistle down here. Do I see a flag? Official timeout, looks like. Interesting there as they are going to talk about something that will bring up.
Nope. Just timeout for him to.
Oh, all right. 4th down.
Okay, that was interesting.
To make sure he had the ball, I guess.
Yeah, I guess.
All right, here we go. Grizzlies on the punt once again. Is that their 4th punt of the ball game, Jeff?
This will be the. Yes.
Yoakum standing back on his 30.
No, it's 3rd punt because
Third punt, that's right.
Yep.
Here's the punt. This one's going to be a high one. Not bad. Fair catch called for. And then fumbled out of bounds. Best case scenario there by the receiver, Park, who, he couldn't hold on to it. Was out of bounds. And fortunately, could have been a lot worse for him. But the Grizzlies get him pinned out, but they need to make a stop.
They do.
As they are trailing 14-0.
The good news is the punts are getting longer.
It's the little things in life, right?
It is.
Hey, at halftime, make sure you join us. We will give you some score updates from around the state. Lots of big ball games going on. David Manriquez is carefully prodding over the scores right now, and he has got some interesting ones he's going to pass along. He's excited about them. Here we go. Handoff, and he's going to go to the big back, Macy, and Macy's going to have his little parade across the 37-yard line. Big run there.
Oh, that was funny.
Thanks.
Been waiting all week to say that one?
Yes. Liam Davis still in there at quarterback for the Lakers.
Macy is 7 carries, 57 yards, Brian. Having an Austin Rapp kind of night. Oh, wow.
Macy, once again, he loses the ball, and the Grizzlies have it, and they pick it up, and they blow it down. But they're going to call him down before that.
This official on this near side is totally confused, but the one on the far side looks like he's coming in pointing to the ground. So they're going to call it a first down. This
There's a discussion.
Didn't see anything, yeah.
And the far official that you said, Jeff, knew was on the ground is coming right in there to make sure he gets his
2 cents.
2 cents in there.
Yep, they're going to leave it on the yard line there. So give it a first down.
Made it a little more interesting as Macy was laying on the ground on his back, like, where's the ball at?
Yeah.
All righty. Well, first down and 10 from the 45. As Davis, shotgun formation for the Lakers. Grizzlies are showing blitz now.
Yep.
And we've got flag here on the near side.
False start there on that wide receiver. Just
sure.
a little early.
He was worried about that lineman who kind of the defensive end who went out a little bit, and he kind of was like, I got to block in because I'm afraid that looking across the line, I don't want Landon Fay to get any part of our quarterback.
Yeah, I was going to say blow up this play, yeah.
Yeah, because we haven't mentioned Landon's name much already tonight, but they have keyed in on him so far.
Done a good job of neutralizing him 16 minutes into the game.
Here we go, and it's going to be a quarterback keeper, going to go right up the middle. Nobody home, and he breaks a tackle, breaks another tackle, gets across the 40 into Grizzly territory, and a huge first down. And you know what? Davis, the sophomore quarterback, he's got some wheels.
I think that's why he's in there, Brian. He gives him a little bit different look there on that 19-yard run. He's the quicker of the two quarterbacks. It's pretty obvious. And he was decisive on that play. And unfortunately, Fay kind of took himself out of the play, Brian. He went out too far off the edge there. If he had stayed home in the middle of the field, he might have been able to make a tackle sooner.
Here we go. Davis is going to keep it. He's going to throw it. He's a left-hander, and he's going to throw it right here, and he has a receiver. It is caught, and I think the left-handed quarterback, Jeff, you forget about that sometimes when you're a defender.
Yep.
And nice throw there by Davis. Picks up first down, about 12 yards to the 28-yard line.
Well, they are just moving the ball a little bit too easy right now, Brian. First downs galore coming on big chunk plays now.
It is first and 10 from the 28. 7:41 to go in the second quarter. It is 14-0. Davis is going to hand it off. First back's going to go to the right side. Going to push it out. Going to get some big yards. 5.5 yards, and just too easy, Jeff. This time they got into the hands of, was that Cagnoni? And Cagnoni, who started the first quarter running the ball, hasn't really touched it until now on that run there. So they went away from Macy for the first time in a while.
They did.
Macy's back there in the backfield behind Davis. We got single coverage here, too. That's Park. Let's see what they decide to do. Davis is going to fake it. He's going to roll to this side. He's going to look. He's going to throw. Has a receiver. It is caught inside the 20, the 15, down to the 12-yard line. And once again, that is Cagnoni, and he has done very well, Jeff. Sure-handed receiver there.
Very sure-handed.
And does a lot for him, and he's got some good speed.
Well, I was going to say, you get that speed out on the edge like that, especially with a left-hander running that way, Brian, running towards that way that he likes to throw. As a lefty, it's too easy for him right now. Another first down. Clock continues to run at 6:39 to go. It's a good drive here going for Lake Oswego.
Macy in the backfield. I think the Grizzlies are afraid to really go after him because they're afraid he's going to run. And this time a keeper by Davis, going to go on the left side, going to go through the 10, and he is going to fight his way to about the 9-yard line. Pick up about 2.5, 3 yards. They got some flags flying in is what they've got down at the 10-yard line. Holding against the Lakers. And one of the Lakers guys, one of the injuries, what it looks like down there for both teams, actually. And let's see. Once again, coming out for McMinnville, Jeff, is Jesse Jones to win.
Yeah.
I mean, he's been injured so many times this season already.
Yeah, and he's tried to fight through him every time, Brian. He goes out for a couple plays and then comes back in. So I got to admire the grit. On the far side, it's an offensive lineman heading out for Lake Oswego as well. Ball going to be placed at the 20-yard line. So we'll bring up 1st and 18, looks like, something like that.
Yeah, that sounds pretty good. As they stick with Davis, and they've kind of gone away from Macy in this whole possession here, which is kind of interesting. He was working so well.
You might see him now.
Yeah, maybe. Here we go. And nope, and Davis is going to throw it. He's going to throw into the end zone, has a receiver, and it is caught. Touchdown.
Wow.
Right into the bar there, but a reception there by Connor Croteau, and perfect pass. And I think this backup quarterback has shown some stuff here, Davis, for the Lakers.
Yeah, is he really a backup, Brian? I don't
Tonight,
know.
anyway.
20 yards on the pass play to Croteau, and it's a little bit too easy right now for Lake Oswego, Brian, as that's their second passing touchdown of the night.
Yes, it is, as they come on to kick the extra point now. And Mencken, the kick is up, and the kick is good. So with 5:58 left to go in the first quarter, our score, Lake Oswego 21, McMinnville nothing. You're watching Grizzly football here on YamhillToday.com. Don't go away. This season's broadcast here on Yamhill Today is brought to you by the 200 Club. Thank you to the 200 Club for their support of Grizzly football right here. All right, as we come back here, Grizzlies are getting ready to kick off. And they break one tackle, a second tackle, going along the right side. Another good return, Jeff, by the Grizzlies.
Yeah, that looked like Austin Rapp on the far side, Brian, weaving and bobbing and getting hit and pinballing and just bouncing all the way outside to the 42-yard line. Great return by Austin, trying to get this McMinnville team fired up. So, McMinnville at the 42-yard line. 5:47 to go here in the second. This is an important drive. Need to get some points on the board, and points on the board quickly as they come up in the two-back set, one on either side of Sullivan in the backfield. Two wide receivers to the far side. Tight end here on the near side. Going to run it. Option to the left. Sullivan's going to cut it up inside, tucks the ball away, and gets about 2 yards off the right side of the offense there. Good job by the defense to make him keep the ball. They're going to put the ball down at the 44-yard line here on the near side. Sullivan with his fourth carry of the night for 4 yards. Rapp has been held under wraps, 6 carries for 4 yards tonight. So Lake Oswego doing what they wanted to. You look out on the field and, well, they drop a safety back a little bit deeper, but everybody within 6.5, 7 yards of the line of scrimmage right now, which says beat us over the top is what that says. And Sullivan needs to be able to get that pass, and it's a little bit high in and out of the wide receiver's hands. Mason Yoakum tried to go up and catch it, but a little high, as has been the tendency of Sullivan this year. If he's going to throw the ball, it's going to be a little bit high, and 3rd down and 8 now.
Well, Jeff, you're the McMinnville. What do you need to do differently to get back in this ball game?
Well, you need a sustained drive is what you really need. Everything you've tried so far just hasn't worked. 18 yards through the air total and 8 yards on the ground. So you're struggling in all aspects. You need a big play. It's what you need. You need your offense to come up with a big third down play. Here's Lake Oswego goes with an all-out blitz. Nice attempt at the catch, and they're going to give it to him on the near side. Tyler Mishler lays out and makes an incredible grab here on the near side on the quick out over the midfield stripe. They're going to place the ball at the 47, and that is going to be a 9-yard gain on the play.
That's exactly what they needed there.
He laid out and got a first down. That was an important play right there, Brian, to keep the drive alive. Wasn't quite sure if the ball was on the ground, but official pretty close there, made the call and gave him the catch.
4:35 and counting for the Grizzlies. Sullivan, shotgun formation. He's going to draw back. He's going to look to the left. He's going to throw to the left. Has a receiver, and it's going to be overthrown. May have got there a little bit early was the defender, but nothing comes flying in. It was pretty close there, but Jeff, I think the ball was over his head quite a bit. Best was there, maybe just a little bit early.
If he puts a little more zip on it instead of trying to go over the top, I think he makes that play, Brian. But again, the high ball is what is the tendency for Sullivan on his passes, and needs to bring him down just a little bit to give his wide receivers a chance to make a play on the ball.
Brings up second down now for McMinnville. As they come out. And here is Rapp going to go around the left side. It has a blocker. He's going to try to cut it in. He's going to be hit hard, though, after he gets about 3 yards inside the 45-yard line. Great pursuit there by the Lakers.
I'll tell you what, I'm going to give credit to, I think it was Jack Knapp on the far side, the cornerback who had the edge, and he kept the play from breaking outside, which is what it looked like Rapp wanted to do. Made him cut it inside into the 44-yard line, and by the time Rapp was there was a lot of interior defenders there to make the tackle. So excellent job by the corner to force things inside, not let Rapp get to the outside. Another big third down here.
3:42 and counting. Sullivan drops back, looks to the center. He thinks about keeping it, and he goes long, and he tries to go for his receiver and just overthrows him. I think that was Mishler who tried to go out on it and kind of got tangled up with the defender, and that's going to bring up fourth down.
Yeah, Sullivan and his wide receivers don't look to be on the same page right now. As you mentioned, that the wide receiver cut in and looked more like Sullivan threw the ball out a little bit more, and about 7-8 yards past the wide receiver. That's tough to make an adjustment like that on the fly.
Well, hopefully they didn't give him too much more time. Jeff, still lots of time. 3:34 to go here in the first half. As they're on the punt, high snap. They get it off, and not a bad punt. It's going to wobble inside the 20-yard line. And let's see, Grizzlies are going to down it at about the 14. So with 3:26 left to go in the second quarter, it's 21-0 in favor of Lake Oswego. Don't go away. As we get ready to come back to action here they go. They're going to quickly go right up the middle there. And, Jeff, we got to watch out because they are going to try to put some more points on the board.
Absolutely, and the quarterback did a good job bumping it outside, of course. Quarterback in there right now is having his way. Liam Davis, nice run for a first down out to the 30-yard line. Pickup of 12. And we got a whistle being called here by an official saying my timeout. Is there an injured player or somebody with an equipment problem? I can't quite tell. Nope, we're going to, whatever reason we stopped the clock for, we're going to start it back up. I didn't see anybody come off or change a mouthpiece or a shoe or something. I don't know.
Just need a break, right?
Yeah.
All righty. 3:03 and counting. Grizzlies trying to come up with a stop here. Here comes Davis. Throws it right in the middle of the field. Going to get through. Another first down. Nice little screen slant play there. And it's going to be another big reception there by is that Mooney, who he's done quite a bit. Yeah,
he had the touchdown pass earlier. That's 11 yards and a first down. And Liam Davis 4 for 4 in the game with one touchdown, 55 yards. He's having a pretty good game, and he's
Yeah.
carried the ball 3 times for 36 yards. So
I would
There's
say he's having
that.
a pretty good game.
yeah, and he didn't start.
Here we go. Davis is going to throw. He's going to throw it long, and he has almost an interception there.
Great coverage.
As it was almost intercepted with this Gibson down there, who almost had it there for McMinnville. And, well, one of the bigger plays they needed is going to bring up second down 10, though, and still have lots of time for this Lake Oswego team.
Pretty ball through the air, perfect spiral, and just overthrown, but excellent coverage there by McMinnville. Trip wide receivers here on the near side. Davis in shotgun, drops back, fakes it, and now he's going to run right up the middle. Hit hard, I think. Is that Faye right there? No, that is. Looks like that's Taylor Martino with the big hit there, but not after a pickup of 6 yards. Going to bring up 3rd and 4.
Big time now. Big time stop needed by McMinnville. And if you're like Oswego, you're up 21-0. You might want to take a chance here. Still under 2 minutes now. A little bit of time left. They come on here, hand off Macy, and Macy is going to fight his way to a first down. Looks like they may have had him stop back there.
They did. Faye was grabbing onto his back, and he carried him about 3 yards right there, Brian. What a great run. Needed 4, got 5 on the play. Faye was there to make the play. Just Macy was a little bit bigger and stronger.
We're down to a minute 32 and counting.
Both teams with full timeout
Let's say
compliments.
everyone's got them,
Yep.
but no one wants to use them.
Not right now.
Here we go. 1st and 10. Davis dropping back, looking to the right. And he's going to go. He's hit.
That's a lateral.
And the ball is
get
on the
ball.
ground.
Go.
And
That's
they're
a
going to
lateral.
blow it down.
Oh, my word. That is such a lateral.
Well, we can watch the replay here, and his arm went forward, possibly. I don't know if I can replay it for you, Jeff. Let's see. That's one thing. We do have the replay here. As Jeff is going to watch it as he drops back. And that's too far. Maybe. As we go, as they didn't really have much discussion about it.
They didn't. No complaints from the sideline here. So sure looked like a lateral to me.
I think David agrees with you as they hand off to Macy. He's going to break through.
Wow.
Going to break a second tackle, a third tackle, and the ball is on the ground. And let's see, Grizzlies, nobody's saying they have it. They're just going to say Lakers ball. That was a tough one there.
Second time he's put the ball on the ground, Brian, and gets lucked out.
And they're going to call a timeout. Jackie says don't use all your replay challenges, Jeff.
Oh,
so
I only have 2, right?
Only 2, that's right.
Okay.
All right. We're going to go ahead and take a break. Our score is 21-0. Lakers, big lead here. Minute 7 left to go in the second quarter. Don't go away. You're listening and watching to Yamhill Today.
Caring creates healthier lives and healthier communities. And when you need health care, we're here for you, providing medical expertise with a human touch, right here at home, whenever you may need us. From welcoming newborns into the world to life-changing surgeries, routine health screenings to life-saving emergency care, we're here to provide compassionate, high-quality health care to you and your loved ones. From the routine to the unforeseen, we're here for you.
Hey, we're back here. Brian Erson, Jeff Ivey, and I want to remind you of Big Box Returns. They they're open tomorrow, and Sunday, so you can check out Big Box Returns, and you can do that as we will feedback here as we come back to action. And here we go. Davis is going to throw, and he throws it, and it is incomplete over on the far side, and that's going to stop the clock after that timeout and that play there, Jeff.
Yeah, and I thought the wide receiver kind of fell down to the ground trying to get the call from the official, and nobody bid on that one.
Well, you got to try, right?
Yep. You do. There's no harm in trying. in football, this American football, I think you can be called for a faking in the European football. Get a yellow card.
Here's pass. Davis over on the far side. It is caught and being thrown out of bounds after the reception is was that West?
Yep, that was Owen West. His second reception.
Surprisingly, they'll go to him more. He's a big wide receiver / tight end.
He is.
So down to 55 seconds, Jeff. Still 2 timeouts for the Lakers. But they got to get a first down here if they want to continue this.
I have a feeling you're in 4-down territory. I don't know why Kelvin Macy's not in there in the running back position, but he's not.
Well, we'll see what happens. Davis drops back. He is a left-hander. Remember, he's going to look, he's going to throw, and he's going to cut, and it's going to be down. They're going to say he is down on the reception.
So we have a flag thrown by the back official. We got illegal motion against Lake Oswego. And so that's going to negate that play. You're going to back them up 5 yards. Or was it illegal participation? Were there 12 guys? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12? 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I see 11 now.
Yeah, maybe somebody snuck off there. Well, whatever it is.
It's illegal motion, illegal shift.
Illegal shift.
Yep.
So that moves it back. And instead of 3rd and 3, going to bring 3rd down and 8. 49 seconds to go. They still have 2 timeouts.
Yep.
Lake Oswego leads 21-0 here in the second quarter. We're just moments away from halftime. Drop it back. Davis looks. He's going to throw, and here's a receiver. It is incomplete, and it should be flags because he was hit early, and the pass was intended there for Park, and Park was hit way early, and it's going to bring up first down then for the Lakers.
He got there way early on that play, and you can't drive through the player to go get the ball, and that's exactly what happened. So 15 yards and the automatic first down that comes with it. So we're going to put the ball down at the 19-yard line. Big play there.
Well, that did take some time off the clock. It took a while for that play to kind of take place. So there's 37 seconds left for the Lakers. As they come up here, Davis has 3 receivers here on the near side. He's looking to the far side. Has a receiver. It is caught. Skips a tackle. Going forward is West, and he gets inside the 10-yard line. And not much you can do about that one when you got the speed and the height of West, and perfect pass there by Davis.
Yep, 11 yards on that pass play. And right now, just a little bit too easy. Really got McMinnville guessing as to what they're going to do, Brian. And that's we got that's the 9th first down of the half for Lake Oswego.
Wow.
And 31 seconds going to be a mighty defensive stand here from McMinnville to keep Lake Oswego out right now.
You don't even have Macy in the game as Davis is going to keep it. He's going to roll up to the end zone and touchdown. Throws the ball up high and just too easy. 8-yard run there for Davis and extends their lead now 27-0. That was just way too easy.
13-play drive, Brian, that went 82 yards in about 3 minutes. So they did exactly what they wanted to do. Take all the time off the clock and score a touchdown. 3:01 off the clock officially.
Here is Mankin on kick, the extra point. Not a great snap, but they do get it down. The kick is up, and the kick is good. So with 25 seconds left to go in the first half, Jeff, it has been all Lake Oswego here tonight.
And I was afraid of that might be the case, Brian. I was hopeful that McMinnville would come out and put some points up on the board, but I'll tell you what, that speedy defense of Lake Oswego's really got them stymied right now. McMinnville does get the ball to start the second half. If by some sort of miracle can get some points here up on the board to end this half, you feel a little bit better heading into halftime.
Yeah, you do. You will get the ball back in the second half. Mm-hmm. Just a reminder that we will have some stats for you at halftime. Also, talk about some of the other games going along tomorrow. Got some college football to talk about.
It's been a tough first half offensively and defensively for McMinnville.
Well, trailing 28-0. It's not what you wanted, not what you expected at all. Two and one teams coming in here, and Grizzlies, really looked really good the second week of the season. May have struggled a little bit last week, even though they got the victory.
Yep.
But Lake Oswego losing last week to Mountain View, and I think it may have irritated them a little bit.
Steve Curry got their attention this week in practice. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, practices probably weren't that much fun. Here is just going to be a quick skid kick and a bounce about the 30, and then the Grizzlies just going to dive on it.
That was awesome.
Yes, it was. And with 22 seconds to go, Jeff, if you're McMinnville, do you just take a knee and then go into the half? Or you got 3 timeouts and 22 seconds. What do you don't want to do anything crazy and give the ball back to Lake Oswego here, right?
You don't want to fumble, don't want an interception, don't want bad things to happen. So my conservative nature says take a knee.
And you got Sullivan shotgun formation. They might do that. Let's see. As Lakers are going to show blitz.
Shocking.
And they're going to hand off to Rapp. See if Rapp can maybe break one. He's going to break through a couple tackles. And first big gain he's really had here tonight. As try to stay on him there. And he should. Now they're going to come up to the line quickly, Jeff. They might try to get one more play off. They are.
Surprised they didn't take their timeout.
One of the few first downs they've gotten tonight. Here we go. Shotgun formation could be the last play. Sullivan's going to look. He's going to throw on the far side. Has a receiver. It is caught and then taken down. And that will end the first half of play. Possibly got the whistles from the officials. We do. And we are at halftime. And our score is McMinnville trailing the Lake Oswego by a score of 28-0. And don't go away. We will have halftime stats, and we'll bring you a lot more around the league. We'll talk about some scores from around the state, and who knows, maybe even get David Manriquez to come on here and give us a shout-out. 28-0, halftime, Lake Oswego in the lead. We'll be back after this here on GamHillToday.com.
Caring creates healthier lives and healthier communities. And when you need health care, we're here for you, providing medical expertise with a human touch, right here at home, whenever you may need us. From welcoming newborns into the world to life-changing surgeries, routine health screenings to life-saving emergency care, we're here to provide compassionate, high-quality health care to you and your loved ones. From the routine to the unforeseen, we're here for you.
If you are looking for a financial advisor located here in McMinnville, Bethany A. Blinn has you covered. She has a holistic approach and understands what is most important to you, using an established process to build personalized strategies and partnering with you throughout your life to help keep you on track. Her investment philosophy is a long-term approach with an emphasis on quality, durability, historical context, and common sense. Give Bethany at Edward Jones a call at 503-472-0555. And go Grizzlies! At Willamette Valley Orthopedics and Sports Medicine, their orthopedic surgeons specialize in diagnosing, preventing, and treating disorders and injuries that affect muscles, tendons, nerves, ligaments, bones, joints, and other connective tissues. Willamette Valley Orthopedics and Sports Medicine strive to give you the highest quality of care with the most up-to-date orthopedic surgical techniques and non-operative treatments to help you get back into doing the things you enjoy. Their goal is to help you live your life to the fullest. Give them a call at 503-435-4520. Willamette Valley Orthopedics and Sports Medicine.
Welcome back to McMinnville High School. I'm Jeff. And I'm going to do some stats.
All
Sorry.
righty. Well, we totally transparent.
Yes.
We had some audio issues to start the game. Actually, computer issues that
Yeah.
may have fried our audio board. So we're trying to figure out the big box commercials.
Yes.
So, Scott, we're getting to get them on there. We're going to get them right.
Okay.
But there's some – I may be shopping for a new computer this weekend. So there you
Before
go.
next Friday. Is
Yes,
what you're
exactly
trying to say. Okay. Well, yeah, we can go over some stats now, Brian. Of course, the most important stat, 28-0, the Lakers not being very good visitors tonight, or McMinnville being too good of hosts. I don't know, however you want to go about it. But Lake Oswego in the first half, 9 first downs to McMinnville's 3. 253 yards of total offense for Lake Oswego, only 54 for McMinnville, and a lot of that coming on that last drive of the half, to be quite honest. 29 plays for Lake Oswego, 23 for McMinnville. Lake Oswego averaging just under 9 yards per play, McMinnville just over 2. Passing, 9 of 13, 122 yards for Lake Oswego. 3 different quarterbacks have thrown a pass for them tonight. They're completing 69% of their passes and 13.5 yards per completion. On the other side, Sullivan is 5 of 11 for 31 total yards, 45.5%, which is about what he completes, to be quite honest with you, each game. So he's right in there, and, you know, the growth that we're going to need to see from him is getting that completion percentage up a little bit higher. He's had some wide receivers that are open and just tends to throw the ball a little high, and that'll just come with practice and game time situations. So rushing, 16 carries for 131 yards on the ground tonight for Lake Oswego. That's 8.2 yards per carry. McMinnville, 12 attempts, 23 yards, just under 2 yards per carry. Penalties, 5 for Lake Oswego for 40 yards, 3 for McMinnville for 30 yards. Same number of penalties they had in the first half this week as they did last week. Hopefully they can keep them under control, because last week I believe they had 7 penalties in the second half, a lot of them the 15-yard varieties. McMinnville, 1 turnover on a fumble lost, first time that Rapp has lost the ball this year. To be honest, Lake Oswego's lucky to not have 2 fumbles in the game, as their all-everything running back has had dropped the ball. Calvin Macy has dropped the ball twice at the end of runs. So punts, 4 punts for McMinnville, 24-yard average. 2 punts for Lake Oswego for 30-yard average. Time of possession, almost identical. 12-11 for Lake Oswego, 11:49 in that first half for McMinnville. Looking at some of the individual statistics, the starting quarterback tonight for Lake Oswego, Max Bruner, he started the game 1 of 3 with -3 yards, and then he was brought out, and Liam Davis came in, the sophomore, and he did an outstanding job with 6 of 9, 73 yards and a touchdown. And Steve Mooney on a halfback option pass, his one pass, a 52-yard touchdown. So he's done okay too. Caleb Cagnoni's carried the ball 2 times for 7 yards. Calvin Macy's carried the ball 10 times for 82 yards, 1 touchdown. And Liam Davis, the quarterback, the shifty quarterback that came in that second quarter to relieve the starter, Max Browner, 4 carries for 42 yards. Receiving-wise, Caleb Cagnoni, 2 carries, 2 receptions for 8 yards. Ethan Park, 2 receptions for 52 yards and a touchdown. Owen West, 3 receptions for 31 yards. And Connor Croteau, 1 reception, 20 yards and a touchdown. And Stevie Mooney, 1 reception for 11 yards. On the McMinnville side of the ball, not a whole lot to get excited about on the offensive side. 5 of 11, as I mentioned, for Kane Sullivan. No interceptions, 31 total yards, 45.5% completion percentage. Austin Rapp, he has been held under wraps tonight. This is his 3-game, 100-yard rushing, consecutive games rushing over 100 yards could be in jeopardy. At the half, he's got 8 carries for 19 yards, 2.4 yards per carry. Kane Sullivan, 4 carries for 4 yards. He's the only 2 players that have carried the ball tonight for McMinnville, as Lake Oswego has done a really good job of stymieing that McMinnville offense. Tyler Mishler, 2 receptions, 14 yards. Mason Yoakum, 1 reception for 4 yards. And Nick Gibson, 2 receptions for 13 yards. We'll look at the scoring recaps here. They're all on the Lake Oswego side with their first scoring drive. They only had to go 38 yards after the Rapp fumble. They did it in a minute and 29 on 4 plays. It was a 4-yard run by Calvin Macy. Kick was good, and with 2:57 to go in the first quarter, it was 7-0 Lake Oswego. Next time Lake Oswego got the ball back with 33 seconds in the first quarter, they went 3 plays, 62 yards in a minute and 20 seconds. It was the 52-yard halfback option pass to Ethan Park from Mooney, and with 11:13 to go in the second quarter, it was 14-0. Again, Lake Oswego holds McMinnville on a 3-and-out. They take their next drive possession at 9:21 to go in the second quarter. They go 70 yards and 3:23, taking 9 plays. It was a 20-yard touchdown pass to Croteau from their quarterback Davis. Kick was up and good, and with 5:58 to go in the second quarter, it was 21-0. They hold McMinnville on 5 plays, get the ball back at their 18-yard line, and you think, 3:26 to go in the second quarter. McMinnville's defense might rise to the occasion, but not to be. Lake Oswego goes on an 82-yard, 13-play drive, taking 3:01 off the clock. It's an 8-yard touchdown run by Liam Davis as the seas kind of parted, and he went up the middle for the touchdown. The kick was good, and that's where we have our score at 28-0. Lake Oswego leading the Grizzlies. We got about 6 minutes here to go left at halftime, and we'll be back after this timeout.
Welcome back here. Brian Erksley along with Jeff Ivan. Hello, Jeff. As we come back here, Jeff is Yeah, he's trying to prepare himself here. Welcome back here to second half. Brian Erickson along with Jeff Ivey, and time to give you some score updates. And we've got some stuff going on that we got a score from South Salem High School, and it's South Medford 28 and South Salem 14. So there's a score there that, we thought might be a little bit closer. What's that? 27-14 now, so they've extended their lead. So other scores from around the state, as we'll pass along to you. Sprague 22, Roseburg nothing. And let's see, North Salem 13, North Medford 10. Grants Pass 13, West Salem 12. Interesting score there. Silverton 21, South Albany 20. And that's interesting. We got the Dayton game against Kennedy. That's here, and that's going to be a big game. Dave was telling us about that earlier. And you have McKay taking on a team from Nevada tomorrow, Galena, Nevada, and also Amity at home tomorrow at 1 o'clock. So I might have to run by there on the way out to the Oregon State game. Couple scores from yesterday: Central 42, Crescent Valley 6, Willamette 54, Culver 53. There's a game for you. And then St. Paul 57 and Cove 22. Those are some of the scores we have for you. I've got Mounters all around. Dayton and Kennedy tied at 0 at halftime. Jeff, you got some you want to give me or want to pass them along? You can do either or. Lots of big football games tonight.
Bend 21, Canby nothing at Canby. Hillsboro leads Centennial in the second quarter, 21-0. Franklin 28, Lincoln nothing in the second. Most of these scores are in the second quarter. Gresham and Reynolds tied at 7. Liberty trailing Tiger 26-7, and the South Medford game, the score has already been updated. I have 21-14, but I believe it's 27-14. I think you and Daniel or David talked about that. So those are the 1A scores. There were a couple games of interest here in the Valley, the greater Yamhill area. Yesterday, Jesuit beat Sherwood 42-0, and Newburgh lost to Mountainside 49-28 on the road. So a couple of Pacific Conference teams fall yesterday kind of hard, and a couple teams in games tonight that are having a difficult time as well, as Liberty's getting beat up by Tigers. So might not be a good night for the Pacific Conference, or a good week when it's all said and done. But McMinnville comes out here, shocks the world. Let's see what they can do, Brian, because you got to play the whole second half. You can't just mail it in. And I'd like to see what Coach Ty Tomlin can do with his team here in the second half.
Well, we've said it before, Jeff. Sometimes we say it just to keep us interested and going, right? But we saw it happen last year. Forest Grove, one a good example.
Yeah, it was 22-0 at halftime, and McMinnville came roaring back and lost by 1. So it can happen, and you just got to get motivated in the locker room. You got to make some changes. What you're doing on defense and offense hasn't been working yet. That's why you go to the locker room at halftime to see what the coaches can come up with, and hopefully the McMinnville team can execute and be more successful here in the second half.
All righty, well, we're a couple minutes away, and we've got a couple big games tomorrow. We're going to be heading down to Oregon State, as Oregon State taking on a little team from California, USC. And you mentioned possibly for the last time at Research Stadium.
Possibly, yeah. If the move goes through, which I'm pretty sure it will for USC. There's debate about the USCLA thing, government getting involved and all that sort of thing. So they're 98% sure that they're going to leave instead of 100% sure like USC is. But this could be the last time that USC comes to visit Oregon State. And, kind of a shame because there's been some great games we've been at over the years. Number 3 USC came to town. Number 1 USC came to Collin. The infamous, we were talking about it before the game, the Possum game.
Right.
We've seen some big plays type things happen. Of course, Oregon State goes down to USC last year and ends a 60-some-year drought of winning in LA Coliseum. So all kinds of history between these two teams, and it's kind of sad to think it might end in the Pac-12 as we know it, but I'm excited for the game. It's, I'm nervous. I don't have a good feel for what's going to happen. I'm nervous as to what could happen, based on past experiences. But past experiences also tell me that they beat the number 1 and number 3 team in the past. So as unranked teams. So
you're right.
It's one of those things. We'll just go down, have a good time, enjoy some sunshine, have a little Philly cheesesteak. I think is what's on the menu.
That's it.
And who knows? It's always fun just to hang out. So, anyways, and then the Ducks, I think they're on the road, correct? They're not at home?
They are on the road.
Okay.
Washington State, the Palouse.
Yeah. So, Washington State been playing pretty well of late. Barely lost to Wisconsin last week, I think. Put up a pretty good fight. So, who knows what's going to happen as we get the kickoff for second half action.
All righty, here we go. It's going to be bouncing inside the 10, the 5. They've got to get on it here pretty quick. They picked it up. I don't think they downed it, Jeff. It's going to be Lake Oswego ball. He just let it sit there. And
okay, that's not good.
It's just a mental mistake there.
Yeah.
And we can see here on the replay, he just went down there. He goes. It's just sitting there, and he just lets it go. Doesn't even touch it. Guy picks it up, falls down on the 1 yard line.
That's just not being ready to play in the second half, Brian. That's too bad. You're going to have the ball, you said it, on the 2 yard line.
Over to the 2, okay.
Wow.
I'm going to start to second half, and let me guess Macy.
You didn't need to give Lake Oswego any extra possessions, and they just did. Referee stops the clock for some reason. Walking over. Oh, yeah. There was no time goes off the clock because it was just touched.
As soon as he touched it, then
ball's dead.
Ball's dead. So, all righty.
Oh boy. Yeah.
Here we go.
That's too bad. That's too bad. I feel sorry for that guy that let it just sit there.
And Davis is going to walk into the end zone touchdown.
Well, that was a 4-second drive that went 2 yards.
Well, we talked about all the times that you can come back and everything else, and
that kind of
blows
blows that up, doesn't it?
The air out of everything there.
That's too bad. I was hopeful that they would come out and be competitive here in the second half, and that's not the way you start to be competitive on the 4-second drive.
Mankin on kick, the extra point. The kick is ugly but good.
That's about the only thing that's been bad for Lake Oswego tonight is the extra point kicking.
Well, with 11:56 to go in the third quarter, it is now 35-0. It has been all Lake Oswego here tonight.
That makes me sad.
That's a tough one. I
feel for the kid. I'm sure his teammates, his coaches aren't happy, and what do? You made a mistake, and now you got to move on. And guess where they're probably going to kick the ball?
Right there, same spot.
Mm-hmm. Yep. One of the drawbacks of playing a competitive sport. If you find somebody that made a mental mistake, you just go right back at them, and maybe he can pick it up and run it down and score a touchdown.
Is he out there receiving?
He might not be.
Yeah. All righty.
Here we go. Let's go, McMinnville.
Here we go. Here is the kick, and it's going to be near the same area.
Yeah.
But it's going to go into the end zone, and that will be a touchback as they'll move it down to the 20-yard line. And looks like we are on a running clock now. Only stop on change of possession.
I thought it was 45 points in the 6A.
They changed things so much, I have no idea.
I thought it was 45 points on the 6A. The officials keep walking over to somebody on the far sideline with a notebook, and they are at the running clock. The official starts the clock. So
all right.
All righty.
Well, here we go. We had a quick first half.
We had a
personal foul.
That's what they're talking about. Okay. So we're going to start
frustration.
Yeah. Well, I can, somewhat understand, but that's going to put the ball back at the 10-yard line. Going to bring up 1st and 10.
All right, here we go. 11:06 to go. Shotgun formation. They're going to hand it off and going here to the outside and trying to get out. Got to about the 15-yard line. Gained about 5. That's Gibson.
Got a flag following the play. Got a feeling we're going to have another personal foul of some sort. I think the official's pointing at Lake Oswego's sideline, or side of the line of scrimmage. Let's see what this is about. You don't want this game to get out of hand from a personal foul standpoint. You got to keep your guys' heads in this and keep them playing fair. Yeah, personal foul. So the ball was out to the 17. So a 7-yard gain by Rapp to the 17, and then add a 15-yard penalty on top of that. Steve Curry's not going to be happy with that player, to be quite honest with you.
All righty, we're at 10, about the 10-minute mark now. Clock continues to run. We are at a score of 35-0. Is all Lake Oswego. They're going to hand off to Rapp. He's going to go around the left side. He's going to try to cut it up, but he didn't have a chance to even make the turn. He was taken down for a loss of 1 there, back to the 31-yard line. Good defense there by this Lake Oswego team.
Yeah, the Mason Harrington came up, the senior came up and made the play on the near side, got Rapp, and speed like that McMinnville hasn't seen across the board. There have been players that they've played against with speed on various teams, but this is a whole team speed concept here by Lake Oswego.
2nd down and 11. Sullivan, shotgun, draws back. He looks to the right. He's going to throw to the center, has a receiver, and is caught, and about the 40-yard line into Laker territory. And there's a big reception from somebody we haven't mentioned, and that's Nathaniel Porter, the senior.
Great catch right there. Great route. And he comes up with a huge catch down to the 40-yard line. Let's give him 29 on the reception, Brian. Biggest play of the night for McMinnville.
8:53 left to go in the third quarter. Shotgun formation. He's going to little option and keep it as Sullivan. He's put his head down. He is going to fight forward. Going to pick up a gain of about 6 yards there to the 34-yard line. Just a reminder, you want to head on over to Big Box Returns tomorrow and also Sunday. They are open both days, so check on out there, and some great deals, Big Box Returns. And go in there, tell Scott that Brian and Jeff sent you. Say hi to Scott and Amy over there. 8:10 to go here in the third quarter. Grizzlies with their best drive here on the night, trailing 35-0. Sullivan, shotgun formation. Rapp is in the backfield. Rapp's going to get it. He's going to stutter step his way, and nothing there. Good job there by the defense once again. And those linebackers come in so quick there, Jeff.
Well, I was going to say that linebacker, he came in. That was number 54, Hunter Kavanaugh, and he kind of sidestepped the block. He kind of laid the guy. I'm not sure who it was. I didn't see the number, and then stepped around him and was right there in the hole to make the play. And Rapp has really had a hard time getting anything going tonight. 25 yards on 11 carries.
Down to 7:26 now. Sullivan overseeing the defense. He's going to look to the left. He's got pressure. He is hit and is taken down.
Wow.
But he did get it out and may have been tipped on the throw. Good pressure once again there by Lake Oswego.
He had literally a second and a half to get rid of that ball. The pressure was that quick into the backfield.
I haven't seen a pressure like that since the Theta Kaiser pressured me back in the 90s.
Was that to play football or basketball?
It was football.
Okay.
It was football. All righty, here we go. Big fourth down now with 6:51 to go. Trips over on the far side. Sullivan drops back and hand off to Rapp. Is going to be a reverse. And they're going to try to move it up here, but the pressure, I thought maybe there was a flutter of hope there. Unfortunately, the Lake Oswego knew what was going on. Gabe Blanco thought maybe he had an opening, could not get it. Turnover on downs now to the Lakers with 6:26 to go. I used to play quarterback too for the Deltas, and then it was flag football. Well, let's just say they forgot that sometimes.
I was going to say it's supposed to be flag football, right?
Yeah, I've never been so sore in my life. When you throw 7 picks and 7 touchdowns in one game. And they're excited about how well you played.
Exactly. Hey, man, we got him.
It was fun, though. Good times. Under 6 minutes to go here in the third quarter. 35-0. Lakers with the ball. Coming Davis in at quarterback. David's got he's got some scores. He's got to go get down the field somewhere, huh?
I was gonna say, yep, and
taking way too much time.
yeah, they called a timeout. They were gonna get a delay of game penalty right there for Lake Oswego.
All righty, we'll take the timeout as well. 5:36 to go in the third quarter. 35-0. Don't go away. You're watching Yamhill Today.
Andrew Physical Therapy, Orthopedic and Sports Rehab wants to see you make a full and quick recovery so that you can get back into life and the things that you like to do. Their friendly staff will listen and encourage and guide you through each step of the rehabilitation process. From low back pain to post-surgical rehabilitation after a shoulder surgery or knee replacement, they are here to help. They also offer treatment for sports injuries and hands-on personal training for those who want to perform at their athletic best. Andrew Physical Therapy, Orthopedic, and Sports Rehab. Give them a call at 503-435-1900.
As we come back to action, here is the handoff and going to the right side and run big pickup there. And, well, they've done everything here tonight pretty well, Jeff. And that's Xavier Russell, the junior, coming there with a nice run for the Lakers in his first carry tonight, I believe.
Well, that was too easy, wasn't it? 7-8 yards
Yeah.
almost.
Yep, way too easy.
That's okay. Get the young guys in there, Brian. And
Yep. Get some experience.
Exactly.
You can't get this experience anywhere else.
You can't get it unless you play.
Here we go. Trips on the far side. Davis, shotgun formation. He's trying to call one of his receivers in. And we've got false start.
Yep.
And that's going to go.
One of the interior linemen leaned forward and started going first. was that him
Yep,
sitting there?
that's who it was. That's was that Brody Sutherland,
Yeah.
who everybody else got up, went back to
Yeah.
the huddle, and Brody's like, yeah.
I'm just going to put it on film, Coach, so you know it's me.
Yeah, it'd make it
And
easy for you.
I'll do some laps on Monday.
That's pretty much what he said there. We're going to second down and 8 now. 4:25 and counting here in the third quarter. As we are in a running clock. Davis drops back. He's going to throw. You know he's going to keep it. He's going to run up. Breaks one tackle. First down on Moore across midfield. One guy to beat here if he cuts to the inside, and he gets down inside the 30-yard line. Another big run there by Davis, and too easy. That interior line just can't stop him.
Yeah, I was going to say, that's like the parting of the Red Sea there, Brian, for 38 yards on the run by Davis. Just too easy. He goes right up the middle of the field. Only the first down of the half for Lake Oswego. Of course, they only had to go 2 yards last time they had the ball. So
3:44 and counting.
Yep.
They are looking over to take some time off the clock there.
Yep.
And then they're going to get up there, and Davis, who didn't start the game, didn't play the first quarter, and he's come in and looked really good here, second quarter and more. Handoff once again, and just right forward and just making his moves. Really not much moves to make there is Russell as he just goes on the left side of, I believe, the guard, and just kept plowing away and followed his blockers, picked up 7-8 yards.
8 yards there for Xavier Russell. But, Brian, looking at Liam Davis, 6 carries, 82 yards, averaging almost 14 yards a carry, 1 touchdown, and passing 6 of 9, 73 yards. So he has